Hello everyone, and today is the day. We're finally ending this 3-part series, if you will, and we're ending it with Monster vs. Godzilla vs. Final Wars Godzilla. In the previous videos, well, I'm sure you've seen them by now, but if you haven't, then go watch them for context. But this is kind of the debate I built my channel around, and I'm finally settling it. Without wasting any more time, let's get into it. I want to get this over and done with because I want to do a lot more with my channel than just this Godzilla versus this Godzilla. Strength. Monster vs. Godzilla is stronger than Final Wars. He was able to throw around Monster Zero, whereas Final Wars didn't do anything like that, so strength goes to Legendary Godzilla. Durability. Final Wars is more durable. Monsterverse is quite inconsistent, and his best feat is taking Mecha G's beam, which really doesn't have a confirmed heat, so his best feat could be taking Ghidorah's beam, or something like that. Whereas Final Wars tanked Gigan's beam, his chainsaw, and Geras' spike ball, and took attacks from Monster X like they were nothing. So, yeah, I think you can see my point. AP goes to Final Wars since, well, AP is relative to durability. Destructive capability goes to Final War since multiple characters in the film say Godzilla could destroy the planet if he felt like it, meaning he could casually do it, and destroys dictionary definition is to end the existence of something by damaging or attacking it, which means he could destroy the whole planet, not just on a surface level, but on just the whole thing would be gone, and Monster vs. Godzilla doesn't have anything to suggest he could do that. General IQ goes to MV since he was able to communicate with Titans and to show clear emotions. Battle IQ goes to Final War since he was able to counter 3 kaiju at once, whereas MV got floored by 2 kaiju. Speed does go to MV since he can move at 350 miles per hour, whereas Final Wars can go from 90 to 120 miles per hour. Agility goes to Final Wars. I don't think I need any proof for this, I mean he's way more agile. Special abilities does go to Monsterverse since he does, he has more abilities like his pulse, and he has a lot of other abilities which would just help him in combat. In long range combat, Final Wars has a much stronger beam, and it is able to interact with anti-gravity. Now doing that is a 5D feat, but I'm not going to argue he is 5D because that would be stupid. Close range combat, Final Wars is better, he knows martial arts and boxing, whereas MV doesn't. Battle experience, MV wins, he is millions of years old. Offense, Final Wars has martial arts and boxing and has proven he is very good in offense. Probably one of the best melee combat Godzillas and one of the most aggressive and offensive Godzillas we know. Defense, again, that point of Final Wars being able to counter 3 kaiju, whereas MV got floored by 2. If we bring scaling, then Final Wars is debatably star level, whereas MV at peak is multi-continental. You can argue higher, but I mean, I don't really think he is. So, in conclusion, this fight is very closely debated. It is probably, other than Heisei vs. Monster vs. Godzilla, the most debated fight in the Godzilla community. But in conclusion, the point difference of 10 to 5, Final Wars wins with mid to high difficulty. Now, point difference doesn't determine who would actually win. MV would probably do pretty well in this fight, but I think it comes down to his energy, his energy and stamina. Final Wars Godzilla can keep on fighting for up to over a day, really. Monster vs. Godzilla, however, he can't fight for long. Final Wars will win this fight by draining MV's atomic breath power and just his general stamina. MV could win, I'm not saying he could win, but he would have to really try to beat Final Wars. Final Wars would win with mid to high difficulty. It's done. I have done this trilogy, if you can even call it that. My next video will be settling another quite big debate in a different community, that being Kai versus Death. Stay tuned for that one. Also, I'd like to shout out 2 friends of mine who didn't help with this video, but I just want to shout them out because they're cool YouTubers and I'm friends with them. So go subscribe to Godzilla993 and Burning Boy on YouTube. I'll put a link to their channel in the description. Yeah, and with that done, I've done. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this debate, who you think would win. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Until then.